SquadCast episode where I talk to, I guess, smaller channels, indie devs, people like me who just like games, into games, make YouTube content, make Twitch content, anything like that. Today's guest is KingDulche over here, half of Carebot Games and all of the Twitch streamer and the YouTuber. Yes, I was like, why start with the half? I guess he's on YouTube, which all his past streams are on there, and him and his buddy Phobos, who I will interview at some point, made Broken Silence, which is currently on itch.io. Right there is the link. And what else? Did you guys do anything else together? Like Carebot. What is Carebot's working on stuff, but like what has Carebot done? And not just you. We'll get to you in a minute.
Well, they did Cyber Badminton 2020.
That's on Steam.
Yeah, Steam and itch.io.
Oh, it is on itch?
And
I was going to say, I know it's on Steam.
Yeah, we always put stuff on itch first because it's free and pretty poppin' place for indie games. But we also did, I don't know if you're aware, but we did, after Broken Silence, a while after, we made a version of it in Ren'Py.
Yeah. He did the just... Was it like just a story?
Yeah, we took the sprites, the music, and all that, and then for the escape room part, we recreated it in the visual novel by like taking screenshots of parts of the room and saying, "Oh, Marina did this, Carl did this." So you get a little bit of that, but it's mostly just for the story.
I don't think I went through that whole thing. I know I replayed Broken Silence at some point, but I think I only did because I like the actual, puzzling aspects. But I wanted to see the Ren'Py. I didn't play through the whole thing, but I do remember it. That was what, last year?
Maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember.
That long ago? Jesus. We just met like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I know that Broken Silence proper is about to have its 4th birthday. I checked because I wanted to... I was thinking about putting it on Steam, like you would put your games on there.
Yeah.
And just, pay the $100 for just to put it on there as like...
It's good for exposure.
Yay, 4th happy birthday to Broken Silence. And see if anybody else would play it.
Hold on, your guy is making my guy's mouth move. I don't know how. It never does that.
Which is why you should be using headphones.
No!
well, sucky me then.
But I think it's actually from something else. But anyway, who cares? What was I going to say? So wait, when did Broken Silence originally? You said 4 years? It's going to be 4 years pretty soon? What was the release date? Do you remember, roughly?
June or July something, 2018.
18, Jesus.
But that's the release of Broken Silence as it sits now. It originally started as a senior project between Phobos and I for our senior seminar class.
Oh, what school?
College of Your Mom.
Virginia Tech?
And so it's been even longer than 2018, maybe like started in 2017, but it's been through so many revisions. I was thinking about that the other day because the College of Your Mom is like shutting down email accounts that haven't registered in a while, so I had to go and like make sure I downloaded all this shit.
They're gonna delete all your shit.
I mean, they don't have the fucking space for it, bro.
When
I saw...
Go ahead.
I saw a lot of really old, like, first build files of Broken Silence, and thought that was neat to see how far it had come.
Oh, I found old shit where it's like there was nothing but, like, a slight bit of an engine, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool to go back and see. Let's start slightly earlier and work our way up. Like, Let me think.
Well, I was born on a farm back in 1804, and
Obviously, nobody on the show has to give away personal details, but let's see. You were born in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And have you always lived where you do? Have you moved around a lot?
I've moved, but not like crazy distances.
Stayed in the state?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. What is the earliest gaming things you can possibly remember?
Okay, I think I have two. The earliest one I can remember.
Your earliest gaming memory possible.
I remember playing. I think it was Sonic 2.
Ew.
Well, I wasn't playing it, I was watching it, but we were sitting in my room, my sister and I, and she was playing Sonic 2, and I was watching her go through the stages and thinking, man, she's so fucking good at Sonic, and I can only like get to level 2 or something, because I'm like 3 years old or something, and she's a few years older than me, so of course she's going to get to farther stages, so the only way I was going to even see those stages is if I watched her play it. One funny one. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to continue with that. Go ahead.
Ooh. And then a funny one is probably 8, I think. And I had a friend over. We were playing the Sega Genesis. We were playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on the Genesis, and one of us had uppercutted the other person, and that game has a gimmick where sometimes if you uppercut a
you go like through the ceiling or something.
Stage. Yeah, and on this, I think it's maybe just this particular version of the game. When you uppercut on the first level, it's sometimes the game does some sort of illegal opcode and it crashes the Genesis and goes to a blue screen.
I've never seen that.
Bad screeching sound like "ee" and it scared the shit out of us. And we thought the Genesis
turn it off and it's like no.
Like somebody activated a bomb to get off.
There's been things that have spooked me as a kid, glitches and stuff. There was one in particular on Atari that I didn't know was an Easter egg. I just thought it was a spooky bug of some sort. But like my earliest ass gaming memory is definitely Atari. I can't think of how old I would have been. Younger than 5. Yeah, I was probably like 3 or 2, just playing Atari. But there's an Easter egg on Yar's Revenge where if you do a specific thing, the screen turns black and it says "Who wish you on it." And that's it. And it just goes silent. So that scared me as a kid. I didn't know I was activating the programmer's name. It says like HSW, it's Howard Scott Warshaw, and then it would say HSW WSH. For some reason it goes the other way. So now when I got older, I looked it up and I was like, oh, who wish you was his name. That's it.
What a narcissist put his own name in there.
I know, what an asshole. Wanted credit for his stuff. But that's the earliest thing I can think of. And getting shocked by my Atari 2600. I remember plugging it in. It was like, it got me. I think there was a frayed cord or something. I don't know. You can't let go. Let's see. Earliest memory. That's not really an important thing, but it was just kind of funny. Earliest gaming stuff. What got you into game design?
Probably just liking video games.
Yeah.
Like, kind of falsely equating playing games to making games.
Well, it's a big wake-up call for a lot of people. They don't go further with it once they see. But you went further with it, so what started that?
I don't know, just more tenacity, I guess. But it's also, I like programming stuff. It's all right, fun. It gets pretty monotonous, but it's cool to think up solutions to problems with computers.
It's like a puzzle, in a way. A little bit. Whoops.
Yeah. Trying to think. I did have a programming class in high school.
Oh, we didn't have anything like that. I mean, we did, but it was like Apple IIs.
This is a fucking Stone Age.
Yeah, I know. They were green, like the screens were all amber, or not amber, the green phosphor. Apple IIs, and we learned how to, like, program a couple little sentences to go across. That's it. What the hell kind of programming classes would they have in high school? What did you do?
The first one I ever took was just regular keyboarding, but the second I took, I think it was sophomore year. It was a game programming class where we made games in Visual Basic. We had Visual Studio, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. And
so something like that, like, cut down on the amount of stuff you had to develop from scratch. And we made, like, tic-tac-toe. We made a calculator application.
All very hot programs.
Yeah. So that probably also, like, pushed me towards wanting to program video games, I'd say.
When you went into college, did you have the plan of doing computer stuff?
Yeah, I majored in computer science since the beginning.
I assumed. I don't think I've ever heard you talk about any other sort of classes, even. Was every class devoted to computer science, basically, besides your, like, requirements?
No, I think pretty much any college is going to make you take some general ed classes. I know when I got to university, I had to take a weight training class, which was fucking poggers for someone of my physical shape. And other stuff like microbiology. I took a psychology class, I think. But yeah, the majority is computer shit, like programming, operating systems, different languages, all that shit.
Did you ever make anything without Phobos?
Yeah, I've made quite a few things.
Have I seen any of them?
No, probably not. But one I remember from community college was this RPG that me and a classmate had made. It was all in the Windows console, so it was all text-based. And it was pretty shit. You just, like, move a character on a grid, and you'll have a chance to randomly encounter an enemy, and then you'll have stats. And they might drop.
It's all numbers-based.
You know. Yeah. Well, I did. I had scoured the internet for some ASCII art, so we'd have a spider, and we'll just say we'll have a spider enemy, and we'll get a mummy, and, you know, whatever fucking ASCII art I could find, fucking hot dog.
Hot dog. Let me think here. Oh yeah, like what's the origin of the name Carebot?
It was a name Phobos had. It's kind of stashed away, and I said, "Hey, that's cool."
Stashed away.
He had, I guess, it was something he would have started himself, of Carebots, and he already had a logo kind of drawn out. So I thought those were cool.
What are Carebots?
Just, call ourselves that. Carebots are your fucking mom, bro.
They neat. That's so rude. I can't believe this.
Oh, can I say fuck on here?
Yes. You could say asses and buttholes and anything you want. Fuck
shit,
art.
Shit, bitch, ass,
but, like,
bitch.
How far into college did you meet Phobos?
Probably second year, maybe? It wasn't the first, I don't think.
Because that's where Broken Silence began, right? When you guys had a project to do.
Yeah, we started it. I think we might have even started it just on our own by ourselves, not prompted by any assignment.
I remember you saying, like, the things that you had to do for assignments, like, there was some other people who didn't help whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
So
that was a game called Princess Dulce we made for fuck, what class was that? I think it was game design.
It was probably weight science or lifting or whatever.
Yeah. It was after Princess Dulce that we started Broken Silence, but then I had thought, hey, why don't we just also turn this into an assignment at the same time?
Yeah.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Did you pass?
Yeah.
God. You get F's.
That reminds me. No, we did. We got spectacular marks. I dare say we were the best presentation when we had to present our projects at the end of the semester.
Well, that's the kind of thing that entices you to keep doing it, too.
Yeah. I swear, there was like 2, maybe even 3 people who did not show up to the final presentations. And it was like a class of 7 people. Like half the class
So there's only
there.
5 people there?
Yeah.
Where's Joey and Bimmy? It's like, why would they just not show up? Did they just not make any? Just didn't do their work?
Well, part of me thinks maybe one of them informed the instructor ahead of time and scheduled for another day because of a doctor's appointment or whatever. But some people probably just ducked. Whatever.
Why pay for the class? It's so stupid.
Sounds pretty good use of money.
That's college in a nutshell, though. I know so many people who they're like, oh, I didn't go today. I'm like, didn't you pay a shitload to go here? Yeah. I'm like, what? Why? You should be into it. If you're gonna, don't just do it because you think you should.
Oh god, you remind me of an instructor I had who said, like, people who come to class to loaf around or not read the book ahead of time are schmucks and they're just wasting their money.
Yeah. I truly believe right after high school, everybody should like take a couple of years to get their bullshit out of their system and then go to college, because then you'll desire to do it.
Yeah.
Because so many people go right to school after they just finish school and then they just fuck it off. And then that's the end of that. Oh boy, student loans forever.
Or to like figure out what you want to go to school for.
Yeah, nobody even knows. I don't even know. I'm 40. So it's like I don't have a reason to go to school, but I mean it would be kind of cool too, but I have no idea what I would do. If I would have gone to school longer than I did college, I would have the world's most worthless art degree right now. So there's no point.
Fuck.
I need my water.
Yeah.
There we go. And let's see.
Well,
so I know King.
Well,
what?
Hey, no, shut the
I
fuck up. Well, I had a point on that in saying that maybe you even go to school and you take it seriously and you graduate and all that, but you wind up with a job where you don't even use the degree.
Exactly. Well, that's how I ended up.
I'm in that boat.
I feel like everybody ends up that way.
Yeah, maybe right out the gate. Because there'll be like a huge line of people already trying to apply for some developer job or some accountant job or some shit.
God, I remember like finding a computer job after I went to school was like impossible. There was too many people wanted to. There was just no openings. In the whatever the hell that was, like 2005 or something like that. There was just no computer jobs available. And but anyway, I know where the word KingDulche comes from because it was a mispronunciation of Dulce, of Princess Dulce. Is that what it was?
Yeah, very
your
gross
teacher
pronunciation of Princess Dulce as Princess Dulce. And that was really cool. So I actually went with that because I would have had it as Dulce proper, but KingDulche was already taken, so I went with Dolce. But then I fucking there's whenever you search me on Social Blade, you'll get me and some rapper.
I see the rapper on YouTube all the time. It's like he's right above you. And me,
yeah, but
like ever since 1990, whatever the fuck it was, like I would search, I'm like, I wonder if Disaster Squad is used anywhere. And it was always just one thing, the New Mexican Disaster Squad is like a punk band with not a big following. I always see them. They still pop up. But now I am number one, so I'm happy about that.
Hold up, though. Let me, oh, no, never mind, actually. Fuck you.
What?
Okay. Nothing.
You gonna look the rapper up?
No. I was gonna look up something else, but I remembered that I farted.
Oh, you don't want to do that. That's a big problem. Dang it. And this will probably just move my mouth. I didn't just realize I didn't even have my voice thing up. So I can do those. There you go.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's
quit farting on stream.
That'll be a great hit with other people.
Yeah.
It's just, and then you ask them, why did you fart?
Stop farting on stream. Ew, this guy's farting over here. Just keep doing that. Like, I didn't do that, I promise. Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Bro, this is a serious engagement.
I still don't know to this day, what the fuck is your icon? The little box with the antenna, or a drum with drumsticks, or a something? I never knew. Is it a little alien box?
Yeah, more or less nowadays.
What does that mean?
It started as, well, now it's just KingDulche, but before, our Carebot's logo, I had drawn up some similar looking alien bot dudes of different shapes, and they weren't all spheres. So I made a triangle one and a square one to use for different social medias as like header images to break up blocks of text. And I just stole this one and put it as my icon because I liked him the most. He was a cool little block dude, and yeah, I wanted to freshen it up since my old icon. Although my old icon probably makes more sense.
What was it?
It was an icon created from one of the drawn images from Princess Dulce. It was a headshot of her from the game, but you could construe it as a king, so, KingDulche.
But then people would think you're a girl, a little princess.
Oh my god.
Now they're gonna think you're a little alien box.
Well, people who convince other people that they're girls get more recognition.
Yeah, that is true. Often someone will be like, "Oh my god, I love you so much. You're so cool. Your work is so great." I'm like, "It's a girl," and I click on it. It's some old dude. I'm like, "Oh," because they have like a girl icon and a girl name, and it's not like it matters, but I always get that slight disappointment. I'm like, "Oh, I thought a girl liked me for a second." It never is. Let's see.
Gotta have my wife as my icon.
Yeah. Didn't Carebot, or not Carebot, didn't Broken Silence last year or 2 years ago pass 1,000 downloads?
Yeah, I remember tweeting that out.
And that's and you pay for it, right? That's not free.
No, it's for free.
Oh, it is? Never mind.
For now.
That's right. It's Cyber Badminton. That's a buck, right? Something like that. I was gonna say that's good performance for a game that you pay for, though. Bap, bap, bap.
Broken Silence is free. It passed 1,000 downloads.
Yeah.
Cyber Badminton isn't, and I don't know how many downloads it has.
I can't get on itch. I just don't get downloads. So the type of game you have there is apparently way more popular than the types I have. So that's just how it is.
Well, it's also popular if your thumbnail has a hot hentai babe in it.
That's true. I mean, I got Jen on one of them and nobody looks at it. I guess she's not nude. Just put her naked for no reason on it. Happy bear rip. And what was your first gaming system that you had that was yours? Probably a Game Boy, right? Of some sort, like a Game Boy Color. I just have a feeling. We're like, this
so
is mine. Yeah, a console. Or a handheld.
Okay. Well, I guess I shared the Genesis, but it was in my room. So it was kind of mine, but the first one I didn't have to share was my Game Boy Color I got.
And what was the first game?
Birthday. It was Pokemon Yellow, because the Game Boy, the game, and also Nintendo Power's guide for Pokemon were all in this giant clam.
Oh, you got Yellow
together. Yeah.
So it
yeah.
I remember it just shows its face, and it's like
pretty much. The first console I didn't have to share was a PS2 that we used to share. but then my parents bought my sister her own, and then I didn't have to share the old one.
Because you fought over it so much?
No. But there'd be times I want to play it and she's using it or she's using it.
What the hell did you play on PS2?
Player.
Like, hold on. Ratchet and Clank, was that out yet?
Yeah.
Is that the stuff you played?
I got my PS2, I think it was probably first year. But I also had gotten Jak and Daxter.
That was like 2000? 2001?
Yeah. 2001, I think. And then also Gran Turismo 3, which I didn't give two shits about.
Yeah. Then why did you get it?
After that, it came with the fucking thing.
Have you ever gotten a game as a gift that you're like, I don't like this at all? No, but there's been a couple games where I've been, but then I play it and I'm like, damn, this is fucking awesome. Like it made a bad first impression?
Yeah, like one year for my birthday, my aunt got me Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I was like,
people like that, though.
Well, yeah, people, but in my family, I wasn't known for liking skateboarding or sports or anything, so to get me Tony Hawk was kind of what the fuck, but that was really fun.
Yeah, but luckily that's just like an arcadey game. It's just good.
Yeah, it's fun. Skateboarding's cool, yada.
And what other hobbies besides programming and skateboarding do you have?
Drugs, bitches,
nice.
Guns, money.
All the norms. Three's Company,
right now,
cosplay.
Right now, besides what? Gaming and what?
And skateboarding, I was kidding. I said programming, besides programming, gaming, and skateboarding. What other hobbies do you have? And I was kidding, because you said you don't skateboard. Can you picture yourself skateboarding?
Very slowly, yes.
Aren't you like 6'4" or 5"? You're like giant.
Yeah, well, you just get a bigger board.
I guess.
But I would not be trying to attempt any kick flips or going on a half pipe or anything.
I am not a skateboarder. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, yeah, what were your hobbies?
I like, well, I was going to say games. I like playing guitar. And
when did that start?
Probably when I entered high school. But then I put it down, I think, after high school and then picked it back up. I don't know how many years ago. But there was a phase where I wasn't playing guitar, and I think I was more focused on piano for whatever fucking reason.
I'm still in my not playing guitar phase.
Yeah. Yeah, I like playing guitar. I collect a few guitars, but I thought it was cool because I think it was probably first year high school because that was the first time that me and my friends and the people I knew all had a chance to take a guitar class, which I hadn't signed up for. I don't know why, but I was seeing my friends playing their guitars and thinking, well, that's kind of cool. And also Guitar Hero was really hot at that time. So I was playing a little bit of that. That was cool. I was really getting into the music from that game. And it made me want to pick up an electric guitar, though.
It's better than getting into Call of Duty and wanting to join the army. Because I know I literally know people, or at least one, who has done that. I'm like, are you serious? Jesus.
Well, I thought you were going to stop at Call of Duty because a friend did get me into that.
No, that's I don't care if you like Call of Duty. It's just like, but yeah, I know people who've gotten into music from Guitar Hero. That's fine. They usually put it down when they realize it's not pushing buttons. But
yeah.
I know people who got into Pro Skater or skating from Pro Skater. That's pretty funny.
You?
No, I am awful at skating. I can roller skate, no problem.
They probably have roller blades.
I don't like rollerblading.
Probably.
I like roller skating. The four regular ass old ones. I'm good at that.
Well,
It's cool. It's hip.
yes, yeah, I also play piano very rarely though these days. But
I don't think I've ever
um,
seen or heard you play anything. Oh, you don't have a piano in your room either, so.
I do, but
Oh, you do? Never mind.
I'd have to like take my mic, put it next
Yeah.
to the tiny ass speakers on the keyboard, and it would sound like shit regardless how I played.
I have an organ. I just don't use it.
Yeah, that thing.
It's like trash.
You just have one in the corner of your phone.
Yeah, it was $5. I couldn't pass that up. At Goodwill.
Well, bro. I mean, if there's a giant plasma TV for $5,
Yes!
like, where the fuck are you gonna put it in your house?
$5. You can sell it if you want. Hey, I'll give you this TV for $10. Okay. Sounds good to me.
No, they'd want it for $4.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, I have a piano, and I recently purchased a bass guitar, so I want to start learning that soon.
Bass is like, I mean, it's a step down though. You should be fine playing bass. It's easy.
Well, yeah, people say that because 4 versus 6.
Well, no, it's not the
strings,
4/6. It's more of just the general musicality of it is so different.
Well, depends on the song, but
Oh, yeah.
I know bass songs where you need a lot of fucking stamina to fucking keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
And to the rhythm too. That's not as easy.
There's a lot of
I think people.
double finger, just ding, 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 ding. You know, just that happens a lot. I used to make fun of Jack for his basing.
Wow. Because he's slow in it.
No, it's just I just like to make fun of bass players for no reason. Just to be an ass. I guess I haven't brought up like what. When did you start the Twitch thing? Was it like 2019?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever my first video date is, like a little before that.
And what made you want to do it, or what got you into that? What made you guys want to do any of that bullshit?
Well, Phobos had told me, I don't know how it came up, but at one time he told me that he streamed a Guilty Gear little tournament he had with his friends, and they had an OBS element in the corner to like they had a OBS scene to show the winner at the end.
It looked cool.
Hey, that sounds fun. Yeah. So, one of us said, "Hey, why don't we play a game together on stream? Let's play Borderlands and just stream it."
Oh boy, Borderlands 2, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because I figure, if nobody watches us, I mean, I don't care. I just played a game for 2 hours with my friend. I still win.
Well, I guess we didn't bring this up at all. What's the origin of Indie Hunters?
Well, as an extension of starting streaming, we were probably looking for websites to post Broken Silence to, and Itch.io showed up on our radar, and while checking the website out and what it offers to people, I said, hey, there's a couple games on here that actually look fun to play.
A couple.
And well, I just I saw Itch.io recommend Legend of Xenia and some others, and I said, hey, why don't we just stream this? That looks like a fun stream.
And Phobos was like, no, fuck you.
No, he was down for it, and I don't remember who picked the games, but we had settled on those 3, and just off the cuff came up with the name Indie Hunters, and we streamed it, and the rest is history.
And what, didn't you have, what was like, you used to do like retro races? Is that what they were?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we each stream, we do something different. And, well, one of the days of the weeks, we'd both play the same retro game, and, talk about it, and see what our thoughts were. I know we used to play. We did something where I would play the Japanese version of the game, and Phobos would play the
I've never seen that.
North American release. It's like on the oldest ones. I stopped doing it. To see if there were any differences, because I think one of the first games we played was Monster Party.
I love
just
Monster
to
Party.
see how they compare. But then we both started playing the same game, and then sometimes we play one game together, like we did with D for PlayStation. And when we raced, that was subscriber goals for each of us, where we'd race a retro game like Sonic 3.
I can't get
So they
subs
weren't all-
to save my life. How the fuck does subscriber goals work? I can't do that shit.
Not sub goals, follower goals.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so they weren't all races, but yeah, the Sonic ones definitely were.
Well, we're speaking of this stuff like it's past tense. It's not that long ago, and you guys are just on like you guys still stream. That's why your Twitch is right there almost every day, like 5 times a week. But it's just these specific shows are on a bit of hiatus while you have a lot of busy stuff going on, I assume, right?
Yeah. Plus, also we just want to take a break from certain kind of streams, so we don't do retro blog.
Yeah,
retro games.
Yeah. You guys haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. We do like Monday is a single player game by me. Tuesday is a co-op game, and then Friday is a single player game of Phobos, where I join him on his stream, and we talk about the game and shit.
What's Saturday?
I don't even know, bro.
Nothing. Usually we don't get around to anything.
Yeah, well, sometimes we get to play a visual novel where you, me, and Dupree, Phobos, we will play through some sort of game together.
Which all those logs are on YouTube, of course, on your channel.
Yeah.
If you want to hear us bullshit during bad games. And good ones.
Yeah, well, tabletop simulators takes up a majority of those.
Well, that's when we first met. That's how we came across each other. We just started streaming random stuff after we ran into each other. Let's just stream because we like to bullshit. Yeah, KingDulche is not new to me, by the way. I've known him for like 2 years now. Not personally. I've known him online.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we stream sometimes on Saturdays. And usually just waste everybody's time.
Well, isn't that 99% of all streaming? 99.
Like this. We're just here to... This isn't anything special. I'm just here to waste people's time. I don't care. I just like to bullshit. What?
Well, no,
yeah.
I'm not changing this topic yet. I remember, well, I guess I don't, because I can't exactly remember what you said, but you equated, like, 99% of everything on YouTube and Twitch as, like, noise, internet noise or something.
I'm sure I've said something to that effect.
Yeah, where it really is. Like, I wonder how much server space is being wasted by stuff that's never watched on YouTube and Twitch.
Well, YouTube, people build things on YouTube just to waste server space, because there's, like, SpongeBob saying fart for 10 hours, you know, like, stuff like that. And there's just thousands of them.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, 10 hours of content would usually be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos that are small, like a minute each or whatever, but... Yeah, people just like to purposefully waste time.
Yeah, I mean, not that my content is above it. I'm probably in there. But, like...
Whoops.
Imagine if, like, the bottom 99% of videos were removed off of YouTube. Like, what would remain?
I'd be all for that. Like, get rid of just wash away every video that has less than 10 views, like, and has been up for more than a few years or something. Just get rid of it.
Well, there goes my fucking channel.
You haven't been up that long. Yeah, just give it like a few years. If after like 3 or 4 or 5 years somebody hasn't had like more than like, you know, a couple of views, then just get rid of it. It's not working, I guess. It's what so it's like, obviously any videos that anyone makes that has more than that get to stay. I don't remember if I have any bad ones. Like, I'm sure I do. I'm sure people have looked through my backlog and been like, what's this garbage? So I guess there probably isn't any with less than 10, but there might be. I don't know. I love to go through YouTube and I see like, oh, here's a playthrough of Mass Effect that someone has, and it has 0 views for every single episode. It's so lonely feeling when you watch it. You know you're the only person who's ever seen it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, that's the reality for a lot of things on the internet, not just videos. A lot of games are like 0 view games, so to speak.
But that should never deter anybody.
Yeah, it shouldn't. But the chance of you ever finding that game in the first place or getting recommended is like 0, because it's like a catch-22. You need views for more exposure, but to get more views, you need exposure.
Well, I'm the biggest advocate for never giving up or never feeling like you're out. It took me 13 fucking years to get any following, and now, like more than a decade after I made some of my games, and almost 2 decades after I started doing this, like I'm now getting recognition for a lot of stuff. So just don't put it away like it's never going to happen.
Yeah, I like that about Cursed, how it's getting some more people playing.
It's so strange, because that's like some of my worst content. I mean, I'm proud of it still. But I mean, I never intended it to be anything more than it was. But it's kind of neat that it's getting some appreciation now.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what makes at least me motivated to do Indie Hunters, which currently is on hiatus, but will resume sometime. There's stuff going on, and but yeah, I like how Indie Hunters can introduce people to different games, because we try to play a variety of stuff and not just the first games under the most popular section of itch.io. We try to get a good spectrum of games and give them some limelight on our stream, and I don't know, at least hopefully redirect some people to these games, because all these games we play, like damn near every single one, has a lot of effort,
redeeming qualities.
Yeah, stuff that, this is a really good game, you'll play it, and then or else you devlogs, like a bunch of different devlogs outlining the whole game and the process and all this hard work, and they upload their game, and what do they get? Gugats. That's what they got.
Well, it's
it's
well, shit, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
It's like a lot of people putting a lot of effort and putting their heart on the line for absolutely no recognition, and it's kind of sad, but it's also the reality when you're sharing the internet with the world.
But at the same time, I don't think it's sad, because I've been through it, and I just did it because I enjoy it, and it's okay if nobody will ever like it. So I mean, I hope, but not everybody has that sentiment, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, like for myself, I'm like, oh, I'm sure a lot of people out there are the same way. They're like, hey, I'll put it out there. If people don't like it, whatever. If they do, cool. That's what I was gonna say. If you guys played nothing but like popular games, it's like, what's the point? That's a feedback loop of all like those people are already popular, so it's kind of cool that you just play no names, because I love that stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of my stream. Like, if nobody watches me, then I'll still have played games.
Yeah.
And, had a good time. Yeah.
Well, yeah, nobody watches my streams, but I'm still gonna do it. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching this, probably. Hi, if you are. I don't know. I don't even know if I see anybody. I never know if any of these users on the tab are actually here or not. Probably not. They're probably just bots.
Yeah, most likely.
But like it's
that's no. Shut the. You say you have this pimp ass internet, but then it's like the delay, bro.
Is there a delay?
Yeah, because one time you had held your webcam to the meter in Discord, and I'd say something, and then it'd come out like half a second later.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. Was that just delayed? Like, you could tell they're all delayed.
Well, I don't know when you fucking started. You streamed your meters to me. That's fucking delayed too.
Stupid.
It's like sucky funky. But what the fuck was I
don't
gonna
know.
say?
Something about indies? Or streams? Nobody watching?
Oh yeah. That's like that's a thought I always have in my head. Is like, unless you say something in chat, like I'm not imagining anybody watching.
No.
Unless there's somebody in chat, I just assume nobody's watching. If there are lurkers, well, good on you, more power to you. But sucky. Yeah, I just don't think of.
Plus, it's easier to just
Like,
do what you do and be yourself when you don't think anybody's watching anyway.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, a popular thing new Twitch streamers do is they'll have the list of people in chat open. I'd never fucking do that.
And, like, call them out or something?
Yeah, which, one, you're probably calling out a bot, and two, that'd just be fucking weird to go into somebody's stream. They know you're in there, and it's like, hey, KingDulche, how's it going? Just playing a little Animal Crossing.
Like, hi!
You just call me out. Like, what the
I got some recognition! I mean, some people go in there and demand recognition, though.
Yeah.
What?
It's inappropriate to say.
Oh, yeah, this is...
And off topic.
Who gives a shit? That's what this is. I mean, unless it's, like, racist hate stuff. But what is it? Were you gonna say?
Oh, geez, prunes, that sure did make my butthole so sore.
Is that what you're gonna say?
That's exactly what
I knew it.
What else?
But I was gonna say Indie Hunters is that's how I even ran into you guys, is because you played my trash. That's how we met.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, oh, this is a cool show. And I know a lot more indies than I did before now. I know a ton of.
Yeah, same. I learned, like, I can think of a lot of indie developers now off the top of my head because of Indie Hunters, and I've become fans of their work.
Have you spoken to a decent number of them?
No, it's funny you mentioned that because a while back I had thought of the idea of creating a podcast where I'd have on these indie developers to, pick their brain for an hour or two, ask them about projects they've made, upcoming projects, stuff like that, but never got to it because too busy with other shit.
All your bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's plus I like to bullshit, so I guess it makes sense that I would talk to you guys after that. I didn't just be like, oh, thanks for playing my game, and then leave. I'm just like, hi! I just start bothering, I love to talk to people. Even though I hate people. It's weird. Frickin' hate people. Humans are so fucking annoying. But I do like to blab.
Yeah.
I thought I had another route that I was going to go in a conversation. I forget already.
Remember?
Yeah.
How many people, how many playthroughs of Twitch, of Curse 2, can you think of that have been posted to the internet?
Like 3.
3 in total, or 3 full ones?
3 full. I think there's like a couple where someone's like, let's play a game off of Steam or something like that, or random. There's like a tiny bit and they don't understand it, or they only play it without talking, and then it just ends. There's like 2 of those, but there's like 3 full playthroughs. So you got you, Fucat, or Fucat, I guess is his name, and Alana Ray, I think is his name. That's it. I'm hoping more come along because they're interesting to see. Are there? Yeah, there's Broken Silence playthroughs, right?
Yeah. I remember seeing a couple and getting commented them, and then one day I remember checking somebody's and clicking the link and it was gone.
Huh.
So
yeah,
I think at least one or two still exist.
There is, like I remember telling you, there was a playthrough that just he forgot to upload it from Twitch and it just disappeared. I was like, damn it, I want to see that. I've seen people play cyber badminton online. I've seen a few of those.
You know what would be interesting is a playthrough of Curse 2 by a younger kid, not somebody in their 20s or 30s, like somebody who
like a 4-year-old,
really frightened by it. Not a 4, but like a 10-year-old maybe. Because you said, well, when I was 4 years old, bro, I was reading fucking Encyclopedia Britannica for fun. Okay.
Is that what Playboy's called?
Yes. You said you modeled, well, at least Curse 1, I'm guessing Curse 2 as well, after stuff that would have spooked you as a kid. So I wonder what it would be like if an actual kid played.
I don't know. Yeah, everyone I've seen play it has been like my age roughly, or you're a little younger, but like understands the inspirations of that. Yeah. Like they're like, oh, this is a love letter to Shadowgate Uninvited and stuff like that. Oh man, I wonder if the guy who made what the fuck is that game called? Last Half of Darkness would come talk. He's got to be like 40, 50 something by now. I don't even know if he's English. No idea. But he's like a big inspiration for me. Because like crappy art, but still like a spooky, fun little game. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I'd say with who you invite on here, I wouldn't rule out anyone. I mean, there's no harm in asking. I know you wanted Dr. Phil on here, and he's pretty popular, but...
Hey, Dr. Phil, you want to talk about games with me?
He must be a serious fucking gamer.
I thought of a weird topic. What's some Halloween costumes you had over the years? Like, what's one of the earliest ones you can remember? It was probably like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in order. I think probably the oldest, because I was like a baby. But I remember seeing a photo of me as Mickey Mouse and my sister as Minnie Mouse.
That's lame.
But I was like a legit baby. My mom was holding me. But then I do remember being a Red Power Ranger one year.
Oh my!
I was old enough to walk around at that point, so maybe 3.
Why would you not be the green one? I mean, come on.
I don't know. I guess I really like the Red Ranger. You know what it probably was? Is like I liked Power Rangers as a kid, but it was kind of on its way out. Like
it was never in
when I was
just
liking
kidding.
it. Bro, I was in. Your mom wrecked. I got on like the tail end. And they were starting to shovel out Power Rangers Zeo crap. So it was probably just not very many of those costumes, and it probably just had a Red Ranger and a Pink Ranger to have one.
It was just like cheap and available.
And that was it. Yeah, whereas like if it was at the beginning of Power Rangers Mania, they'd have one for every fucking color. Green Ranger, they'd have a Rita Repulsa outfit, Gold outfit, and all this other shit, putty outfit.
Who the hell was Rita Repulsa? Like, who would dress up as her for Halloween? I can't picture anybody doing that.
The mom? I don't know. And another really early one was probably 99 when the movie came out. I had a Darth Maul outfit with a Darth Maul mask and a double lightsaber too.
Yeah, you think you're cool, but Darth Maul is a loser, so...
Well, he's a loser too.
What's his personality?
Actually. Shut up, Red.
You'd think a villain would have a personality you could connect with and enjoy, and really understand, maybe even sympathize or empathize with him. Oh wait, no, it's written like a fucking comic book garbage one-line throwaway.
What's the fucking personality of the Underlord, huh?
He's cool.
Wow.
Something tells me there might be a bit of difference between Disaster Squad and Star Wars in terms of budget. One was like a thought process of a 9th grader.
Well, how much does it cost to write a personality for your character?
15 cents. They didn't want to spend any of it. They said, hey, 2 lightsabers. That's all you need. Done. Character finished. I remember seeing those in the theater when they came out, and I shat my seat. I was like, this is bad. I remember we left the theater, we're like, was that bad? I think so. Was that bad? Like, we were kind of discussing if we thought it was bad. We're like, can Star Wars be bad?
Yeah. I've seen the prequel trilogy, since it first came out, and thinking like, man, this is fucking bad. But I can totally see how a little kid would so be.
Oh yeah, it's panders to children, very much so. And I was
flipping lightsaber duels.
What year did the Phantom Menace come out? Was it like 2000? 99?
I think it was 99.
I was gonna say I was in high school for sure when I saw it, and I was a little too young for the Star Wars craze in general. I just missed it. I was born in '82, but God, yeah. But it's weird because I was never into the Lord of the Rings, and then I saw those in the theater, and I became very into them. Like, I love those movies, but Star Wars just never did it for me.
Fucking Lord of the Rings.
I know.
Oh my.
Like, I was genuinely excited for the next year, like when the next one would come out, because I never read the books. I didn't know what was going to happen. I kept myself away from spoilers.
I've still never seen any
they're
of
so
the
good.
movies.
They take a while to get into, though. I was kind of confused when the first one, then the second one, I was totally on board. Third one, I was like, yeah. Hobbits, I was like, fuck off.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, how are you? Oh my god, The Hobbit coming out! Holy shit! Oh,
I'll give The Hobbit this much credit. Like, the first half of the first movie was amazing. Then throw away the rest. Who cares? It's garbage. Like 10 out of 10 movie making was like the first half of the first one. That's it. And then just toss the rest out because
they gave a shit.
It's all fluff after that. They had to like make up so much. Shart. Yeah.
I know. My best friend growing up, he was really big horny for Lord of the Rings too. He had all the books, some games, and probably some action figures. Ew. And I don't know. I've never really been big into fantastical magic like elves and wizards and
D&D crap.
Shit. Yeah, like the closest maybe is Harry Potter. I liked Harry Potter.
Well, Harry Potter is like it's like Lord of the Rings with a giant pussy on it, or like carrying a purse.
It's still better than Lord of the Rings.
No. Oh yeah, it didn't get as many awards. I don't actually know if Harry Potter got more awards than Lord of the Rings. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm an elf archer, guys. Hey, look at me. Oh, I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior.
But they're the OGs. They're like from 19 whatever. What the hell year did that book come out? I don't know.
Like 30s.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's what D&D like got its stuff from is from him. What is your favorite movie? I never know what to put on that one.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's like a couple movies that I could sit down and watch the whole thing every time. Or if I like see it on TV, I like have to watch the rest of it. Like Toy Story.
Toy Story is one of those where you just keep going when no matter what part it starts at. I same thing. I like Monsters Inc. for me too.
Mm. Yeah, Toy Story is really good. I mean, if I was born later, it would be Toy Story 2, blah, blah, blah. But Toy Story, Mortal Kombat movie is always fun. I mean, it's a bad fun,
yeah.
But it's still fun to watch. I like Pirates of the Caribbean.
That was an incredible movie. If it wouldn't have spun off into what it did, it would still be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, but what is it gonna do? I don't like it because, like, yeah, it ups the ante every time, but like every sequel, you got to do it bigger and better next.
They got less and less interesting. The first was like the epitome of what it needed to be. It was perfect.
Also, Balto.
Oh, I love that movie up its butt.
Let me think, like, more modern shit, because those are like childhood things.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of movies in my adult life, though.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite, I can watch.
Really? I didn't like it at first. I bet nobody did, though. It, like, grows on you.
When I at first saw it, like my sister wanted to rent it or something, because she was in high school.
You're like, what is this crap?
Ironic, bro. And I watched and I was like laughing my fucking ass off the whole time.
It like took me another watch to like appreciate it.
Yeah, because at first you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
But then that's the point.
Ass kid. Yeah. Oh, Spider-Man movie. The 2000.
I don't remember enough about it. I know I've seen it, but it just it was just there for me. I'm not a comic book guy.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, let me see. Because like some movies, I like them so much, I'll not burn them, just like copy them to my computer.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have drank all that pop and coffee and water and watermelon. I got pissed in a second here.
Where the fuck is my shit?
What, did you write these down?
No, I just have the movie files. Oh, 21 Jump Street, I fucking know.
You like, don't you like Idiocracy?
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Army of Darkness is one of my childhood, like, influences.
Yeah, it's a good one. I don't remember much of it, but I remember.
It's like that horror and comedy at the like an action, fun, bad movie sort of thing. I love that kind of stuff.
What about the first two films?
I like Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 1 is garbage. Evil Dead 2 was like really good. It's just fun. It's exactly what I would say Curse 2 and stuff and 1, whatever. It's like it's supposed to be scary, yes, but it has like a sense of humor about itself. It doesn't really care.
Yeah. Oh, I have Idiocracy right there. There you go. I also like I have Bruno on here, probably Borat somewhere. I'm a big fan of Sacha Baron Cohen. And fuck Ollie G, that too. I don't think it was a movie.
No. Actually, I don't know.
Oh.
All right, so
I have the
in the same vein, like, oh wait, did you have more?
Just one, The Exorcist, which, yeah.
I thought you were going to say the X-Men.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bad
No, it was fine. X-Men 2, was that good? I think it was. But then, like, X-Men 3 is the one everybody hates.
I thought you weren't into comic
I'm not, but I've seen a bunch of random movies. Not lately. I haven't seen many movies in the last, like, decade. It's been very few. I was going to say, in the same vein, what's, like, your top 5 games that you've ever played? That's hard, too, but, like, that's why I figure, like, 5, just off the top of your head, that you're like, these are my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, it probably won't be exactly if I had more time to think, but probably Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, Gold, I'd say. I like more than Yellow. Ratchet and Clank.
1? Or just the series?
Yeah, I guess these are like kind of like series, but if I had to pick one game, yeah, the first one probably. Yeah, fuck yeah. I don't know.
I generally have my 5-ish thought out, but not necessarily. Now that I think about it, I might not be able to name them off the top of my head.
Like, I want to say Sonic, but I don't think that...
Like Sonic 2?
I feel like there's something I like more than it. Oh, Sonic as well, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be... It might be Sonic too.
That's probably the best one. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is really good, but sometimes that's almost like too long for me.
I think I like the music. That's what edges it out over Sonic 3.
Yeah, Sonic 3's music is a little pants. It's just they're trying too hard.
Like, maybe if I was still a teenager, I'd say Call of Duty, but now I'm
Loser!
not sure about the series. Fuck, I don't know. Oh, Fallout. Okay, Fallout.
Which one?
My favorite would be...
It's two very different
Probably
series
4.
when you do like 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 and 5 and all that.
Oh, yeah, of course. I haven't played 2.
And then if you go even further back, when it was Wasteland, that's like top-down RPG.
Man, if you went back in time to Pong and fuck your own ass. Probably Fallout 4.
4? I thought a lot. That's a very divisive game.
Yeah, well, 3, New Vegas, and 4 are all just so different. It's like either 4 or
As far as I know, New Vegas is the one everyone heaps praise on.
It's one nerds like.
Well, most of us are nerds.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I'm a
New Vegas.
I'm a dork. I'm not a nerd. I'm not smart.
Oh, well. Is that the deciding
That's what I
thing
call it.
as a
A
smart
geek
person?
is like somebody who's way too into a specific thing. A nerd is like a smart person who is socially inept, and a dork is just like a loser who's into pop culture. That's my understanding.
Yeah, you with that fucking Star Wars shirt.
I know. Hey, what about that other shirt I wore that just said like "Air Better"? It's like all the letters were rubbed off. It was like yesterday, I think, or Saturday.
Yeah, it's
Good
a great
shirt. I'm stylish.
You should do a run on Redbubble or Teespring or
And
something.
skirt. It's like, oh, cool. That shirt. Let me think. I don't. If anybody ever asks me my favorite games, I'm always like, I always say Super Metroid #1. That's just like the one I immediately jump. I think it's perfection of visuals and sound and gameplay together, especially for its time. And then like maybe Shadow of the Colossus is like a favorite. Quake.
999.
It's one of, see, there's so many. There's like Advance Wars. I wouldn't be able to place it. The Bit Trip series, I don't know where I'd place it. Like, these are just like my favorite things. And then like even stuff like Doom Eternal, I would put that really fucking high. I don't know. But like Super Metroid, Shadow of the Colossus, stuff like that. The Phoenix Wrights, like I don't know which one I would pick. Like there's so many great games. But those are about what I think are the best.
You'd pick the 8th one where he's in feudal Japan.
Yeah. The 8th one? Is that actually the 8th one?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Feudal Japan? Oh, that's the most recent one, isn't it? And it's not him. It's like somebody else.
I have no fucking idea. I just saw the screenshots on Steam.
Like Zelda 1 would be really high for me too. Snarf. Oh, my eyes.
Well, what would be your favorite Zelda game?
#1. Breath of the Wild's probably #2.
Oh my god, bro.
Because those are the most open. It's like those are what define a Zelda game to me. Those two. Once you start getting into Ocarina and you know all the other ones, you have to devote this fucking time into like getting past the shit.
Why isn't it Minish Cap, bro?
Sounds boring. It's okay. I remember even when I played it when it was new, I'm like, this one's just kind of dull. It's got poop on it.
I don't think I've ever finished a Zelda game.
There's a lot of them. Not even Faces of Evil?
No.
God. What the fuck?
I think I have. No, I don't think I have. I've played a good amount of Majora's Mask and I want to say Zelda 3. It's
Link to the Past.
Yeah. Why didn't they just call it Zelda 3?
Well, they don't call Super Metroid Metroid 3 either.
Well, they called it Super Castlevania 4. So
I know, right? I always found Castlevania 4 weird because they like took a step back. They like simplified it.
Oh, just because you can't be fucking Grant Deniesta.
Yeah, or branching paths.
Because they don't need that bullshit.
I guess.
They just need Simon and zombies and shit.
It was like a redo of the first
Simon.
one. Well, and they took away fucking sub-weapons, pretty much. They were worthless. They didn't take them away. They were just absolute. Why would you throw a knife when your whip goes more than halfway across the screen and is stronger?
Because your enemy's farther than that.
But not really. You're usually in the middle of the screen, and you can whip almost to the edge. And like axes that go overhead, why would you do that when you can just whip up? Or whip diagonally up. They basically, they made the whip too good, and sub-items are pointless now. I don't like it.
Oh, well, I guess you're a Castlevania X fan then.
Yeah. No, I don't like Dracula X.
Well,
It's okay. That's even simpler.
you like Castlevania Judgment.
Yeah. The Wii? Is that the Wii? Piece of shit game. It's like a fighting game. What was your favorite Wii game? I like the Wii. It's got some good shit on it.
None of them. I didn't have one.
Really?
I don't remember. I vaguely remember me playing the Rabbids game at my friend's house. I think that's what it was, and that's all.
How the hell did your household not have a Wii? It's like practically 80% of households had one in it.
Or that 20%.
I guess.
Yeah, no Wii, no Xbox.
I never had an Xbox, but that's because it's superfluous if you have a computer.
Mm.
Halo, bro.
When's the last time you played your Atari?
Never.
Oh my god.
I have never played or touched. Okay, that's a lie. One time I found an Atari 7800
That's
at Goodwill or something, and then I bought it and flipped it on eBay.
7800s are terrible. Those are way later. Those are like 10 years after the Atari came out.
Yeah, but it's an Atari, and I was gonna say I never touched an Atari, but it's a lie.
Never touched the 2600. The first Atari, all right. Or the Sears video cave, whatever.
I fucking want to.
Because they're so good. I have like 300 games. They're so fun.
Oh my. I could just go on itch.io right now and find a game way better than any Atari game and just play that.
But it's not on the Atari. And you don't have that joystick, and you're not sitting in front of the big wood television. It's not the same.
I'll just have to go and play my fucking Commodore
I know.
64. Then.
You wish you had a working one. Yours is broken from overuse. Yeah, like I was playing Stroker too much.
I was playing. Yeah.
Look, have you ever seen Stroker?
Is it a porn game?
Just yeah.
No.
Type in on Google. Just type in Commodore 64 Stroker and see what image you get. I bet you'll like it.
64. What the fuck?
It's a good game.
Why? Oh, is that supposed to be you in the corner?
Yeah, it's just his face, I guess. He has like a button-up shirt, I think. I can picture it vaguely.
I thought it was a grandma.
Oh, me and my old roommates used to think that game was fucking hilarious. We just used to bring it up all the time. Go play Stroker.
Yeah. It's your favorite game.
That's your favorite game.
I'm more of a Leisure Suit Larry.
I played Leisure Suit Larry when it was new, like the first one. Like somebody's parents had it, and we like snuck it while they weren't home.
And were you traumatized?
No, it was fucking lame, but it's funny. But we had to stop because I think they came home.
That one we played, Phobos and I, it was more funny than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be a big horn fest, but it's got some.
It's actually very tame, sort of. It's like more tame than you would expect it to be.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot more forthcoming with the porn and nudity and all.
No, it holds it back quite a bit.
Unfortunately,
I know. It's my only source of any of that. Is Leisure Suit Larry's like 5 or whatever.
Your only source.
Yeah, so it's like sort of disappointing. Do you have any games that you made that are lost? Or like projects that you made that are just lost to time?
Well, I think I have the source code for that RPG in Windows console. But I don't think it builds correctly.
Because Leisure Suit Larry made me think of one that I lost forever.
No. There's been abandoned ideas, but they've just been ideas, and I don't...
I mean, physical work was done on a game, and it's like either gone or you don't know where it is or whatever. The source stuff, source files for Princess Dulce might be gone, but we have a working build of it. Was it super fun?
So, to play, yes.
How come I've never seen it?
Because I don't think to bring it on stream.
It's sad.
Not because I don't want to. I've just never been.
I think I've asked. I'm like, do you guys still have a lot of your old stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it'd take me a fucking minute to find because it's in a folder called New Folder or something somewhere.
It's on a like an 8-track somewhere. Oh yeah, sorry, you don't know those. It's on a cassette somewhere. I'm kidding.
That made me think of a vacation home my family once rented. It's a very nice house that we had stayed in for the weekend or something. And it had an 8-track player in there.
I think they're cool looking.
I just thought was... Yeah. It's just so out of place in the house, like how the rest of the house looked, and they just had this in their hi-fi system.
I actually fucking hate, not jokes, but like, I mean, yeah, jokes, but anybody who does that kind of a joke, where they're like, oh, this is a book. New kids wouldn't understand this. There's pages and stuff. Oh, I fucking hate that. And like, oh, 8-tracks. You kids wouldn't understand what a CD is, but, you know, you do this and that. Like, kids now have more information than we ever did, or I ever did growing up. So it's like the past is easily findable. It's more likely that I don't know anything that they do. It's more likely they know more than me.
If they're being a snarky asshole about it, this is a cassette, you noobs, then yeah, they're stupid because they should know that the people who came before them, they had some source of media that they know nothing about. This was a phonograph, son.
But like, even kids today should know what a phonograph is. They probably do, because it's just like information goes forward. It's just what it does.
Oh, let me get my cylinders, honey.
Ooh, I actually want a phonograph with cylinders on it. It sounds like a cool thing to have. I don't know. Antiques?
Why? What is it with you and garbage technology?
It's fun. It's neat. I don't know. I want a hurdy-gurdy also. They're like $400. They're not too much, but it's a lot for a throwaway purchase like that. You what?
You want to get a theremin?
No, those are dumb. I mean, it'd be kind of neat, I guess, but I can just do it with my mouth. What's the point? Dumb.
No, you probably played kazoo.
That was funny.
Oh, fuck.
I have played a kazoo. I've played a comb with wax paper on it, too.
Wow. What, with your fucking cork beard?
It's not in the same category of stuff. Cork beards and wax paper kazoos are very different.
Well, they're pretty like desperate attempts at making
They're not desperate. You just got to do what you got to do.
Stateality.
How dare you?
Okay, I was checking. There are no questions in the chat.
No, there's. I doubt. I mean, I see names. I just don't know if there's actually anybody here or not. This isn't really for the stream anyway. I'm doing this for the recording, so it's fine.
Yeah. Doodle do.
Huckleberry stink.
Well,
can't think of any questions really. I just like to bullshit.
Oh my god.
Let me think here. How many people worked on Broken Silence? How many? Because it's not just you two.
Yeah.
But they're not credited because you hate them.
No,
I know.
credited.
But like, how many people were there?
Probably 7.
How many people did you have actual like contact with, or were they all over the waves? Over the intranets.
The intranets. Oh my god. Probably just only one Phobos.
Just you two like actually got together and did stuff, and then the rest were like hired in.
Yeah.
7. I'm trying to. What did they do? I know the musician, and then like the artist. Was that one of them?
A composer, we had an artist, we had another artist who made secondary art stuff. We had a 3D modeler. We had 3 voice actors.
Oh, that's right, the voice actors.
Yeah, and I think that's
and
it.
then you had a programmer. So it's just like you guys didn't do jack shit.
Well, that's what people do. They're called producers, and they just give a bunch of money to somebody to make a game.
Oh, that's my computer. I was like, what's that noise? It was the music. It must have been a louder part. But it's still barely there.
What's it
I don't know. I can't hear it. It's very quiet. But it's like I heard like a just kind of a noise.
It's probably playing Gumshoe.
Look. Ghouls and Ghosts. Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it just says like SNES playlists of 3 hours of music in the background.
Oh, SNES music to get high
Yeah,
to. SNES
that's all we're
music
doing.
To chill out to. SNES music to suck yourself off.
SNES music to take a big diarrhea dump to. It's like, oh man, I got to shit, but I got to hear something.
Yeah, there's some sort of binaural beats music that encourages defecation.
What's a brown note? You just listen to it?
Yeah.
Like, here, just put this up to your ear. You're just like, ooh, your stomach hurts real bad. You just go, wow, that was so easy. It's very important technology that we need.
Well, Phobos and I are both aware that they have binaural beats for damn near everything you want to do in life. Whether you need to make more money, you need to have more sexual appeal, you need to be not depressed, if you need to for
What if you just need all those?
Just listen to all of them at the same time.
Combine the waves. Just makes a fucking bunch of screeches.
Just get an instant fucking...
Oh my god, I just noticed Phobos is in the chat. Holy shit. That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
I'll get to you later,
Did he ask?
jackass.
Ask a question?
Yeah. I thought I had... I don't remember if I had more weird questions. I always just go off on random conversations, and then I was like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, by the way, who's the producer of your game? It's just like such a scatterbrained approach. Do you like diarrhea? Oh, who was the music composer? You know, it's like just goes back and forth.
Well, there's a good deal of stuff you already know about.
Well, yeah, but okay. So what was your intentions when you guys first got together and first started coming up with ideas for a game? What was your intended path for it to go? Were you like, we're going to put this on itch.io, we're going to try Steam? Like, what was your actual intention? We're just going to make it for fun?
Yeah, well, get the fuck out of the way. Sorry. what we wanted to do was, I have to go way back now.
The whole, like, 3 years ago? 4?
Oh, more. It's like 2001. We had started, just to make this a game titled Silent Sanctuary, which we wanted to make just like a Zero Escape.
Was that the original title, or is this a different project?
No, it's the original, basically. This is what started it all, and we had, like, conceived of 13 characters and a plot and all this, but it was turning out to be way too much to actually execute by ourselves. So, I had thought of, instead, let's just make a microcosm of this.
Cut it down to its nitty-gritty.
Yeah, like a visual novel section and an escape room section, and that was it. Like a more straightforward proof of concept that we could, 1, make, and 2, use as our assignment for senior seminar. And so that was cut down to the 2 characters and some cutscene.
Did you, like, end up having to squish characters into Carl and her? Or did you just, like, cut all that stuff?
Yeah, I see what you mean, but no, I had thought of 2 just brand new characters for this purpose. So we were able to finish a very early build for the senior seminar, and then after that, still working on it a little bit after graduation, and then we had built the public release, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah,
that's what made it to Itch.io, and it had the artists and composers and all that. After all that, and what we want to do is, like, take it to some sort of video game publisher to see if we can get published for a bigger game, but there's different things that stand in the way of that, and that's what we want to do with many different game ideas, is like make a small microcosm that we can do by ourselves to use as a proof
and be like, hey, can we make something bigger? This is what we can do.
Yeah, because it's typically not worth anyone's time to make this expansive, long fucking game and then have it fail. So, make something smaller that you could maybe rally support behind. Like, you could even, we upload Broken Silence, and if it garnered a following, that could be more ammunition to get funding from a publisher. So I guess this is all to say we wanted to go the publisher route with making video games, and that's what Broken Silence had been.
Well, and what's interesting is with today's climate of indies, like, you don't even necessarily need a publisher as long as you get the eyes on you. You could probably go independent completely.
Well, that could be said about anything, like a YouTube channel or this.
I just mean there's more hope nowadays to not even need a publisher, but it's still really tough to break through.
Yeah, it's a very fierce battle. You have to. That sounds like battle. Battle's not like
a climb. It's an uphill climb.
Yeah, and maybe you're not the first pick for somebody to play and all that. Just getting a publisher and doing something like that, because I have no idea what I'm saying.
The audience is hinging on every word when you let them down.
Yes. Well, that's.
There you go.
Is that we wanted to do a publisher kind of deal? Not that we would never do that. That we clearly gotten.
What if you did and they wanted you to change a lot? Would you be like, sure?
I guess it depends what they want to change about it.
You have to change the name to Huge Fart.
I could probably live with that.
It's like, well,
but if they want,
because if it's a publisher, they're gonna pay you, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. Well, if they're like wanting to change the genre from escape room to,
well, that would be more work than it's worth. So,
yeah. I wouldn't want any exaggerated changes like that. If they want to, I don't know, change this character to this or whatever, I'd probably be fine with it.
What if they wanted to like just change the characters to like pure anime, like just very anime looking? Just be odd.
I guess I'd have to see like how it turns out, like how the artist imagines
and it's like
them.
SD, it's like super deformed anime. It's just weird.
Well,
like this doesn't even look like it anymore.
See, but then that would like probably entail a change to the characters' personality.
Nothing has changed but the graphics of the characters' portraits. It's super deformed. That's it.
Yeah, I'd be down, but I'd also have to see if Phobos is down.
No, fuck him.
Yes, it's a cooperative decision.
He has to draw them.
Oh,
It'd be funny.
Oh, then what the fuck is the publisher even doing?
Giving you money?
Well, if we had money, then he wouldn't be drawing. He'd be directing shit. I mean, I guess he could pay himself like that.
Yeah.
But I would see him more as a director, co-director, rather than doing the...
How did you guys split the work on it? Like the code? Like, how did you guys decide who does what?
I did nothing. He did everything.
That's the best way to do it.
No, we create a list of tasks to do. Program this, program that, and we divide it up like that. So we both get some coding sections. Maybe somebody works on the game going on, or they might work on the menu system or something. It just bounce back and forth, and usually we'd be working on something more than just like between one scrum meeting of like a week, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, how often did you get together to do this, or did you do it like at home? Did you guys ever get together to work on this stuff, or did you do it over the waves, as I say?
Both. When we were in school, we
would
meet in one of the rentable rooms in the library. After graduating, we would scrum over Discord. Varies how many times we used to do it.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever knew. How long did it take to do? What's the development time
of
Broken Silence? Like, what's the actual How long was the development of it from start inception to release?
I don't know. At least 4 years.
Oh wow,
5 years. Maybe 6.
Was it kind of like a project that was on the back burner a lot of times?
Yes and no, but there was a lot of me. I'm pretty sure. I knew both of us would think it'd be cool to make a Zero Escape like game, but I think I had approached him with the idea of oh hey, mansion characters, bro, yo, check it out. And he was like, yo, what the fuck? Who are you?
What are you doing in my house?
In my house, yeah.
Why are you whispering to my ear while I'm in bed?
And I think refining the story took a good chunk of time, and then development was very long and slow going. But we stuck with it and made something I'm both proud of.
Because I know you guys have card gals are kind of on the back burner, isn't it?
Very
Yeah,
much
so I didn't know if
very
if
much.
Broken Silence went through phases like that, where it was just kind of put aside for a little while. Because I know when I made Disaster Squad 2, the movie, it took like 2 years because there was a lot of there was months where we just didn't touch it, and then we come back.
No, I think we were continuously working on it, like to varying degrees.
Yeah.
Some periods would get a lot done and then slow down a little bit, but we were continuously working on it, and we never. I don't think
You never shelved it fully.
It wasn't. Yeah, and then started working on
No.
something else. We finished that before doing other shit.
And now Card Gals is almost done. I remember you revealed it, 2020?
Yeah, and lamentably, nothing else has been released on top of that.
Well, that's the fun part.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody was holding their scrote waiting for this thing to come out, so I don't think anybody's anxious.
I was just curious what it would
That doesn't
play
mean
like and what it looked like. I mean, I know what it looks like, but what it played like. And
Yeah.
that was something. What I know you said you had to cut down the story a ton, but are there any features once you got the main idea of the game and it was all coming together? Are there any things that you had to cut or just didn't do because you didn't think you could, or things you wanted to do, and not because it was after it was trimmed down to what you decided on? Was there any things that was not implemented?
No. I think most restrictions would come from the artwork, because you have to make a shitload of artwork for visual novel. So that came down to minimizing number of locales, number of people in the game, stuff like that. Other things like gambling and the visual novel interaction thing, whatever you want to call it, those were never limited.
Wait, gambling? What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about
there will
Broken
be-
Silence.
Oh, well, you said
I know, but then I said,
Card
wait.
Gals,
In Broken Silence, I said when I know you had to cut down the characters and all that stuff, but once you got it narrowed down to its final form, is there anything that still didn't make the cut?
I don't think so. It was mostly just like Card Gals, story, how many story elements, characters, locations there would be.
And you had the asking your partner thing, which is not a feature that you see often.
Oh yeah, I think that was born. That was a new thing added to that. I don't think talking to partners was in the first Silent Sanctuary thing.
I remember the first thing I said was
Yeah.
nice ass. And she was immediately, I was like, yes, it worked.
Yeah, it wasn't the most standout feature of the game, but I'm happy it was implemented.
Well, it's something that was different in my eyes. I was like, okay, I've never seen this.
Yeah, because I like it because I don't know if people really.
It's kind of pointless, but it's a
Like-
nice addition in my book.
Yeah, but it wasn't just for help with puzzles, which is what I think most people used it for. It was also talking to them, to get to know them, and to get other points about the plot through
Yeah, keywords.
visual novel talking. Yeah, but I think most people type help, puzzle help. What do I do with the candle?
I never did that.
I never typed phantom
Or who are you, or
backstory. Yeah, stuff like that.
I'm sure somebody did. Have you seen a lot of plays of that online?
No.
Yeah, isn't that weird
Maybe
how you have
4 total.
1,000 downloads, but nobody wants to share it?
Well, that's pretty easy to understand. Most
I
people
guess.
just want to play a game. Two might. Be
I mean,
too
you're way
shy,
over 1,000
three
by
might
now.
not.
That was a couple years ago,
Yeah.
but the point still
They
stands.
might be shy and not want to share that shit with the internet. They might not have a mic. They might not have a
It's
computer.
2020. Yeah, they don't have that computer. They're just playing it on sticks.
Well, that's why recounted was made because a number of people were saying that the game runs slow for them, the computer can't handle it, so I figure anybody's computer can run runtime. So
my Commodore 64 cannot. You
your mom
should
can't
really
either,
port
but-
it to the 64. There's a lot of us out there who use it.
Oh, wow.
Better get on that basic programming.
Carebot will take that into consideration.
Hi, Bixby. How you doing, buddy?
Oh my
He's
god.
interrupting me.
This dude is playing with his cat during a very important
Business meeting.
podcast. Business meeting. Yes. Called this
Yeah,
board meeting.
it's very important. I hope you like your chair.
That'd be. You'd have to find a lot of PNGs, but that'd be funny to have a different chair.
I
for
mean, it's
every
not
person.
exactly hard to just find another chair.
Well, like varying chairs, not just
like a stool for one
like you
person.
need to find a bean bag. Yeah, a stool. You could get like a.
Well, even then, not difficult. You just type in different fucking chairs. And you just steal them.
Well, this is the guy who can't do social media.
No, I don't. It was fucking annoying.
Shit.
I don't like it. It's just typing. It's just easier. I didn't even make our names different colors. That sounds lazy.
Well, I mean, you could make them transparent, but you live and learn.
Like Sonic Adventure 2?
Trying to think. No, I was thinking about my own layouts for streaming, and I just remembered that my intro one that has the A set really hasn't changed all that much since the first time I started streaming. It's always been a slideshow of Oda, A set, and Mizuki. I just changed the background to the A set video.
And with her butt wiggle. When she says
Yeah.
something. I don't remember the line. It's like,
The
what's that when she
marble
does
is
shakes her
shine.
butt? I forget. The marble is a shine.
And it's so dumb because that wasn't the first game I streamed, and it's not like I play that game all the time.
No, it was, but it was a good playthrough.
I hadn't even played the game at that point because I started
really?
streaming before that game came out.
Oh, we're talking
I
about
just-
Somnium Files, by the way. If anybody in the audience doesn't know what the fuck A-Set is,
Yeah,
you put that on the background before you
Okay.
even played it or saw it.
yeah,
Why?
because Uchikoshi.
I
is
guess.
cool, bro.
I mean, yeah, he is, but
We made a fucking game based on
I
a game
guess.
by Uchikoshi.
it doesn't mean you like his work. It kind of
Yeah,
does.
but it does mean he's a bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. I gotta piss so bad.
Well, I don't know. if
Yeah,
you
I was
wanna
gonna say we could wrap it up
It's
anyway. It's been like an hour and 40. Jesus. But,
well.
yeah, any thoughts
Well-
to put out there?
No, I just think that. Oh, that looked like a Y for a second in Disaster. I think it's a neat idea, and I hope it goes far. Checking out, not checking out, I guess more talking, interviewing people that are indie developers and have smaller channels. I'm all for that. With
Yeah,
Indie
that's
Hunters and
basically
checking
Indie
out-
Hunters, bringing exposure to people who you might not know otherwise.
Yeah, even though, like, I do Indie Hunters with that hope, I'm pretty sure it never really happens with the numbers I get. But even so, I like doing Indie Hunters because, at the very least, I expose myself
Yeah.
to games that I normally wouldn't play, and it's a lot more interesting than just playing whatever the hot new video game is on the PS5 and
Yeah, that's very
just,
uninteresting.
accepting what. Yeah, just going by IGN's fucking.
What's funny
stupid
is
reviews and
The irony
like
of that statement is that you're playing Bug Snacks right now.
Oh yeah, well it's ironic. I'm ironic.
Yeah, but you like it.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's not to say I only.
No, I'm just saying it's just funny. You're like, I don't play the latest PS5 releases. It's like, come watch me play Bug Snacks in a few minutes here.
Well, it's not the most recent.
Yeah, I know.
It's been out for
A couple of years.
maybe a year now. So ancient in game years.
Ginyu Force. Just thought I'd say that.
Yeah, well, I'll say, yeah, we can wrap it up.
Sure.
There,
I was going to say, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, I have the feeling like, we're already familiar with each other for the most part, but like, I wonder if a lot of these streams are going to be us talking about each other, because they're probably going to have questions for me too. It's like, we're already familiar, so it's like, I don't need to talk about myself, but I have the feeling that we're going to be doing a lot of like back and forth about, they're going to ask me questions. So I hope I don't have to repeat a lot of stuff. We'll see.
There'll also probably be a lot less farts.
No. There's going to be twice as much. I'm going to be like, hi, are you
really
the Prime Minister of Australia? And I'll be like,
oh, geez, prunes, that sure did make my butthole so sore.
He said that, everyone, not me.
You're going to do that idea I had where you just play a fart and tell the person to
Yeah,
stop farting.
I mean, that would be funny. Get a gross one.
Excuse you.
Why would you do that during the stream, man?
And so loud.
They don't even say anything like during the whole noise. Just absolutely silent. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Right in there in the middle of a sentence.
Just do that. They're like, wow, this is really mature. Thank you. I love being here.
We gotta go up someone's ass. We gotta go up someone's ass.
They're like, cool. But that's the point. I want these to be absolutely just off the cuff. You know, it's not like a formal interview. It's just like, hey, talk about what you do. But anyway, I guess I gotta piss really bad. And I'm gonna go work out. Are you playing? What are you playing tonight? It is Bug Snacks. It's Monday. That's right. So I'm gonna go take a piss and go work out. So everybody, if anybody's watching, go sub to KingDulche on YouTube, on Twitch, and go check out itch.io, check out Broken Silence, and then go to Steam and check out is Cyber Badminton also on itch? It is, isn't it? Yeah, check out Cyber Badminton. Check out Broken Silence. Good games by a couple of cool dudes. I mean, sort of. They might not be actually cool. I've never met them, but I have been talking to them like every day for the past 2 years, so I guess I must like them in some way or form. All right. Yep. So I will do another one of these sometime soon. As soon as possible, really. So I'll see you guys later. Anything else you want to say before?
This was epic. I want to say, fucky sucky.
Oh my god, I'm turning this off.